Okay, students, here comes a little virtual lesson about subtracting mixed numbers. And a lot of this lesson can also be applied to adding mixed numbers. You do a lot of the same things, but today we're going to focus on subtracting, okay? So here we have the mixed number 9 and 2/5, okay? And we're going to subtract 4/5 from it. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do it. So first, if we want to do it with a number line right here, we can go find 9, and I've split this number line up into fifths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5/5. So 9 and 2/5 is in fact right there, right? So that is 9 and 2 over 5. And I have to take away 4/5. So I'm going to go back 1, 2, 3, and 4/5. So I'm going to head back 4/5 and see where I end up. So minus 4 over 5, right? So I'm subtracting 4/5. And when I do that, I end up here less than 9. I'm going to end up at this number, okay? And that is 8 and 1, 2, 3/5, right? So my answer is going to be 8 and 3 over 5. So that is one way to solve and get my answer. But what if you don't have a number line or don't want to draw a number line? Well, there's a way you can do it with just numbers. What if I took it like this and I said, okay, 9 and 2/5, and when you're subtracting, you're going to want to line up, write it vertically, and line up your fraction under your fraction and your whole number under your whole number, although in this case, the 4/5 doesn't have a whole number. I could put a 0 there as a place value holder if I wanted to. Okay, so now I'm going to try to say 2/5 minus 4/5. Oh, wait, I can't do that because 4 is bigger than 2. So what do I do? Well, I'm going to decompose my 9 and 2/5. So take a look what I do down here. 9 and 2/5. I'm going to decompose this 9. So I can decompose this into 8, right? And 1, 8 plus 1, but instead of 1, I can put 5 over 5 because anytime your numerator and denominator match, it equals 1 whole, right? And then don't forget about your 2/5. So now what I have is 8 plus 5/5 plus 2/5. Well, that gives me 8 and 7/5. So 8 and 7/5 is the same amount as 9 and 2/5. So now I'm going to rewrite this problem. 8 and 7 over 5 minus 0 and 4 over 5, right? Now, I don't have to put that 0 right there, right? It's just a place value holder, as long as I line up my fraction under my fraction. And then I can say 7/5 minus 4/5, and I get 3/5, and 8 minus nothing is 8. And so that's a way I can do it without using a number line, right? So I decomposed 9 and 2/5. I broke it down into 8 plus 1 plus 2/5. 1 is 5/5. So I ended up with 8 and 7/5, and then I subtracted. So that's another way to do it. All right, let's take a look at another sample problem. Okay, 6 and 3/7 minus 1 and 6/7. Oh, wait, alert, alert. What is the most common mistake that students make when doing a problem like this? I'm going to go ahead and make that mistake right over here. So a lot of students, you'll see them in elementary school, they write 6 and 3/7, and then they subtract 1 and 6/7. Okay, and then they go, oh, okay, 6 minus 3 is 3, and I get 3/7 there, and 6 minus 1 is 5. Oh, please don't do that. Don't do that. That is wrong. That is many ways wrong. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to cross that out. See if you can spot that mistake, and then I will show it to you. Okay, here's what they did wrong. So 6 and 3/7, and you want to subtract 1 and 6/7. Okay, great. But you can't take 6 away from 3 because 6 is bigger than 3. So I need to decompose my 6 and 3/7. So I'm going to decompose it over here. 6 can be broken up into 5 plus 1, which is 7 over 7, plus, don't forget about your 3 over 7. So 6 and 3/7 is actually equivalent to 5 and 10 over 7. So I can rewrite my problem 5 and 10 over 7, and I can subtract 1 and 6 over 7. Okay, and I'm lining up my fractions and lining up my whole numbers. 10 over 7 minus 6 over 7 equals 4 sevenths. 5 minus 1 is 4, so my answer is going to be 4 and 4 sevenths. But let's go over here and try to do this on the number line. So let's start out with 6 and 3 sevenths. So here's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's broken into sevenths. Here is 6 and 3 sevenths right there. Okay, so that's where we start. Now I'm going to subtract. Well, we could start by subtracting the 6 sevenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to go to here, right? So that is minus 6 sevenths. That's minus 6 over 7. Okay. Then I'm going to subtract 1 whole. Well, subtracting 1 whole is like taking away 7 sevenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will go ahead and subtract my answer here. I'm going to go bounce this back to here like that, and that is minus 1, right? So that is minus 1, and look at where I end up. 1, so this is 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 sevenths. So my answer is 4 and 4 over 7, ladies and gentlemen, and that is my answer. So either way, I get the same answer, but I'm showing you 2 different ways that you can subtract with mixed numbers. So once again, what is the most common mistake students make? They simply forget that you can't subtract if the bottom number is bigger, right? You cannot do that. So you have to try something else. And in this case, I decomposed it and did it that way and changed my mixed number up here. Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It takes practice. Make sure you're doing all your math homework and practicing, paying attention in class, and I'll see you next time.